building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap. Here we go, 47.
On the counter, Elliott. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's taken down inside the red zone, past the Seattle 15. A big run that time by Elliott. 45 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Really in a hole here. 3rd and 17. Following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he's going to have to eat this one.
That's what I'm talking about, the defense, baby.
Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this crowd into it early.
That's what I'm talking about.
Stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
That's how we do it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it with Carson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
Ooh.
Now it's Wilson.
Ooh, I had somebody wild the fuck up. You seen him?
The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence.
You see? You remember what I saw you?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone?
Yeah, that's why we do that right now. That's why we do that right there, baby.
Like that. A lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing is Wilson.
I like that.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at
I like
the
the deep
13-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. To try again after the sack. Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half-second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. A beautiful fake. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Now Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, 27 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. First down, Prescott. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. K.J. Wright picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott caught by Cobb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 29 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for two. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by two more. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find some...
And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Wilson, look, there he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 50 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly. And
really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. On first down, Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Wilson is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he comes back with one complete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. Here's Wilson, flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They run again with Carson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Here's Wilson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And, you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
This is Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
14.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Carson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. So they try for two. Bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Tackle coming from the safety,
on the man,
Trey Flowers. Action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion.
Defense sick, ain't it, Papa? Defense super sick.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he takes us beyond the 35
Defense super sick,
going
man.
out of bounds.
We super Saiyans out there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh, that lad. If it weren't for... What up, bro?
Past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Prescott now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. Cooper was the target there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Carson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. Cooper's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. They'll try again with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Here's Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Prescott to throw on fourth. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Hey, Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On first down, it's Carson. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. On third down, Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Looking short.